First-person shooters are probably the most oversaturated genre in gaming. Both the AAA and indie scene are packed full of them. And with this oversaturation, a lot of genuinely good games fall through the cracks on both ends. And with people's attention spans not being able to handle long gaps without major updates, it leaves companies who can't afford to keep up in the dust. I've played a lot of shooter games, starting from Call of Duty World at War and Halo Reach when I was 8, and going on to play hundreds of different games with different creative ideas like Splatoon, recently the Finals, and both TF2s. And while recently the AAA market has gone kinda stale in my opinion, I believe indie games have started to really flourish in this genre, making some of my favorite FPS games of all time. But out of all these indie and AAA options, would you believe me the best one I've played was free?
Oh my god,
Straftat was made by the Lamite Bros and released on Steam in October of last year.
We are looking at how to pronounce this name. Le Maître.
The only other game on their Steam page is Babididi, which released 2 years prior and seems to be some sort of story-driven walking simulator that Straftat borrowed the assets of. I haven't actually played it, but hey, if people actually watch this video and want me to make another, maybe I'll make a video on it. Straftat was initially a 1v1 shooter, but as of an update of just last month, it just got bumped up to 4 players, with a team and free-for-all mode. This made this already extremely fun shooter game into probably the best FPS game I've played in the last 5 years. Now that may sound extreme for this weird looking guy, but hear me out. In all the games I've played, I've had the most amount of fun playing with and against my friends. The best moments and clips I have of our games is us either getting an insane kill after talking trash for an hour, or using a stupid strategy that ends up working. Straftat has moments like these in almost every round. Everything from the maps, guns, and character models plays into the fun, stupid, and competitive moments. The free base game has over 150 maps, but with the $7 DLC, it gets bumped up to over 300. I have almost 20 hours in this game, and I still haven't played on all the maps yet. And on top of that, the game is still getting consistent updates with new weapons, maps, and more. This game's style is also immaculate. It's got this charming, ugly look that gives off that kind of semi-nostalgic early internet vibe. There are games like Cruelty Squad that have a similar thing going on, but I think this game does it better because it's ugly without being a complete eyesore. No hate to that game though. Another thing that plays into this kind of early internet style is this kind of fun breakbeat music that adds a nice ambience to the game and its aesthetic. Usually I wouldn't like a random music playlist that plays in the background of the game, but honestly I think it works here. And hell, if you hate it, you can just turn it off and play your own music. This game isn't really sound focused or over competitive than the likes of CSGO, so it allows for elements like the music and art style to actually breathe. The style and ambience is great in this game, but the meat of what really makes Straftat so enjoyable is the guns. There are a lot of guns in this game, and as of writing this script, they just added 2 more. Because of this game's style, it doesn't really have to take itself too seriously or stick to one genre, so it borrows from all of them. I mean, you can get a wide range of weapon genres from medieval swords and spears to armed laser cannons. That paired with the ability to dual wield and over 70 weapons in the game, you can get some insane weapon combos. I won't talk about all of them because we'd be here all day, but some of my favorites are the Crisis, which is an SMG that just completely mag dumps as soon as you fire, accompanied with recoil so bad you can barely see. It's not an amazing weapon in terms of effectiveness, but man is it satisfying and hilarious once you get a kill with it. The Gland Grenade, which is a grenade that not only has insane range, but also insane AoE. That combined with the fact that you can cook in your hand, making it great for close range and taking yourself out with your friend.
You're a whore!
The Claymore, which isn't a claymore in the traditional sense, but rather a cross-map death beam that kills anything colliding with it. I know it sounds stupid and broken, because it kinda is, but with how fast you move and how airy these maps are, you actually have to be pretty creative with its placement, making it an absolute gem. The Propeller, which isn't a gun, but turns you into a helicopter, which is really fun. That paired with dual wielding means you can come up with some pretty fun combos with this one. The Katana, which is a sword that is not only a good weapon, but also gives you insane movement with the dash ability. The Gust, which is a rifle thing that is simple on the surface, but has an insanely satisfying kill shot and gives you a map-breaking double jump. The Smith Carbine, which isn't special, but has a fun noise and is also pretty satisfying. The rocket launcher, which gives you some classic Quake action with some fun-ass rocket jumping. The Hill, which just fucking beams. And even though it suffers from low ammo, the cross-map shots with this gun is insane. the Buccaneer, which I just realized while testing it out for the script, that you can also fly with. And last but certainly not least, the barrels, which isn't an equipable weapon, but is a fucking menace on any stage it's on, launching your opponent and making them drop their gun, while also doubling as a shield from gunfire. Despite the seeming disparity and insane abilities of each of these weapons, they actually work really well together in the game's sandbox, leading to a weirdly balanced feeling, despite how OP some of these weapons can get. This is mainly because each map has select guns for it, that are designed around how the map should be played. And despite the amount of weapons and maps in the game, a lot of these are actually pretty well designed. Sure, a lot of them do look a bit ugly, but some of them genuinely look great. And the unique and inspired map themes and layouts gives the game a lot of variety and replayability. It tests you in a cool way, because you actually have to be able to adapt to each of these maps because none of them are really played the same way. One map could challenge you on your ability to hit long-range shots and evade bullets, and another could strip you away from your guns and make you try to outsmart your opponent with mine and claymore placements. Or another could even make you face off with your enemy in a sword-to-sword duel. Even reusing some of these general combat scenarios, the game's different maps still change your approach to it, from either trying to hunt the other person down, or trying to hide and catch them off guard. The mechanic that takes us to the next level is the movement, which is simple on the surface, giving you the ability to kick yourself off walls, slide, and run, but gets pretty complex when you combine it with your arsenal abilities, the fact that you can jump off ledges, and maps that play into your base abilities, all leading to an extremely fun fast-paced movement shooter that encourages you to go as fast as possible. Now there is a whole other layer of skill if you're a tryhard and want to learn B-hop and all the other insane bullshit possible, but for normies like me, the simple base layer movement is still very fun. Okay, I'm out of stuff to talk about, and I'm buried in homework, so thanks for watching. Play Straftat, buy the DLC, support the devs, and subscribe if you want more videos like this. Okay, bye.